best time to play chess game?
I guess you're bored. Usually in the evening, but definitely before you are too tired. My very best chess, of course, is generally played at the times when I'm winning, unless my opponent decides to take a bow.
I'm definitely not taking a bow. Thank you.
I hope you win.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the fastest man in the world?
That's very simple. It's Usain Bolt. He is the fastest runner on the planet, setting the world record for the shortest 100 meters sprint time of 9.58 seconds.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Who is the shortest basketball player in the world?
I like your curiosity. I'll tell you. Muggsy Bogues is the shortest player in the National Basketball Association history, listed at 5 feet 3 inches tall. He was drafted 12th overall by the Washington Bullets in 1987.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I'm glad you asked.
AI Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
I've been curious. Who exactly is the youngest swimmer in the world?
Oh, I'll tell you. Alexander Rek, age 10, is the youngest and fastest swimmer in World Championships history. Tarek has been swimming competitively since the age of 4.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I'm glad I wowed you.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're listening to Sports in a Jiffy on impact Radio 102.1 FM Lagos.
Sporting a Jiffy is live on your radio midweek edition of the show today, Wednesday, 12th day in the month of November, year 2025, bringing you updates coming through from the ever exciting, ever dynamic, and sometimes controversial world of sport. 72 in bits and in pieces this morning, because it's the first installment of the show. I'll be back here later tonight between 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. for more talks on the world of sport. Talk about dissecting all of the nitty-gritty and going straight into the hot topics just as we have them coming in thick and fast today. Our big stories coming through on the show this morning across the world of sport. We're talking about the Islamic Games that is currently ongoing, and Nigerian athletes are definitely racking up medals in that particular competition currently on the way. We'll also be talking about football on the show this morning. Talk about the Falconets who are definitely flying the country's flag. So I arrived there at the Wafubi Championship yesterday. They trashed Ghana 3-0 to clinch the Wafubi title. We'll talk more about that in the course of the show this morning. We'll talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria. As at yesterday, we still had 3 players who were supposed to join the rest of the players in camp, and then fast forward, before that, there's been a bit of back and forth with the type of hotels that the boys were being lodged in, with different thoughts coming through from different spheres, and even football enthusiasts talking down on the Reeve Hotel that they were being lodged in. Some people saying it's not up to par right there in Rabat, that there's a nice club down the hotel, not giving the players enough space. Fast forward to yesterday evening, another ruckus, started up right there, and that is the fact that the players boycotted training yesterday with just Is that 48 hours? Yes, 48 hours to a big game against the Gabonese side. You win the game against Gabon, you go straight to play in the finals. And you win the finals, you already know that you are into playing at the FIFA World Cup. But yes, the boys thought it twice that's the perfect time for them to start up whatever conversation that they need to start up with the footballing body. That's talking about the Nigerian Football Federation. So much to talk about, so much to look into. I'll be looking to dissect this particular topic later this evening between 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. What's the state of things right now? The National Sports Commission, are they looking to get this affair sorted? Because on record, it's been said that the federal government had already released some funds for the commission dating back to January 2025 to clear some backlog of the allowance that are being owed to the players. So much concerning the Super Eagles of Nigeria, and also that allowances that are being owed by the Nigerian Football Federation. We'll talk more about it definitely in the course of the show. This one, you want to keep it logged in right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM. Ayodeji Ajiboye is my name. Absolute honor to be your host on the show this morning. And to the switch of the back of the net, we'll be getting the show. Also, Edidong Umofia right there. It's been said that in boxing yesterday as well, Zainab Additional won Nigeria's lone silver medal after finishing second in the women's 57 kilogram category. Wrestling will be starting from yesterday evening, which featured the likes of Esther Kolawole, Christiana Ogunsoya, Damola Ojo, and also Mesene Genesis, with athletics and para-athletics commencing by this next week Monday, November 17. And it's been said that Nigeria has a 16-member team who are now set to depart Nigeria later tomorrow to be part of that particular sporting event. Taekwondo will also begin this Saturday with World Championship medalist and Africa's number one Elizabeth Anyanacho as Nigerian sole representative and a strong medal hopeful right there. The Nigeria registered athletes in 7 disciplines at the games, with lifting and boxing now concluded. Attention will be shifted to the likes of athletic, wrestling, taekwondo, para-athletics and para-lifting, which are scheduled to begin in the coming days. The Nigeria will be aiming to build a strong start and add to their 14 medal or as the competition enters into the final stages of the ongoing Islamic Games right there in Riyadh. Away from that story right now, bringing updates coming through from the world of sports, still on the show, and this time around we'll talk about age grade football with Nigeria's Falconets sealing the 2025 WAFU B under 20 Girls Cup with a commanding 3-0 victory over Ghana's Black Princess on Tuesday right there in Benin Republic. The winner confirmed Nigeria's champions of the 3-team tournament after an impressive series of performances across all of their 6 matches. Janet Akero Mowei and also Ramota Lai Karim were among the goals again as the Falconets ran rampart in that particular game against the Ghanaian counterpart. The win now prepared Nigeria to 9 points and plus 8 goals difference, maintaining their record of scoring 3 goals in each of the 3 games that they played in the competition. The Falconets have now won the WAFU title with a game in hand, which highlights their dominance in West African women's football. Wednesday's match against Benin Republic remained largely ceremonial, as Nigeria have already secured top spot in the competition. The team that is currently being coached by Coach Moses Aduku have been clinical in all of the 3 games that they've played, showing both tactical discipline and flair in attack, and also defensively minded. Away from that story, now talking other sports on the show, Nigerian heritage heavyweight boxer Moses Ituma has been named as the Breakthrough Athlete of the Year 2025 at the British Sports Award, recognizing a remarkable year that confirmed his rise among the sport's brightest young athletes right there. The 20-year-old who boasts of a perfect professional record of 13 wins with 11 stoppages got his most notable victory in August when he stopped Dillian White in the first round in Saudi Arabia. That particular emphatic win propelled him into genuine contender status within the heavyweight division, according to his promoter Frank Warren, who congratulated him on Facebook post yesterday, writing, congratulations to Moses Ituma on achieving the Breakthrough Athlete of the Year award from yesterday. Ituma will fight under Warren's Queensberry Promotions with next face American heavyweight Jeremy Franklin on January 24 at the Manchester's Co-op Live Arena. Ituma was in Nigeria for the first time for the country's 65th independence anniversary celebration, and it's been said that there's every possibility that he might be bringing one of his bow down here to Nigeria, and that is if his promotion definitely works around staging that particular fight here in the country. So talking football talking sport on the show this morning, we go straight into the world of football, where we'll be bringing more updates coming through from the Rookers, and also the tension that set out in the camp of the Super Eagles from yesterday. Crisis definitely set to hit the Super Eagles camp in Morocco, because players reportedly boycotted yesterday's training session over unpaid allowances and unresolved financial issues with the Nigerian Football Federation. A decision coming just 2 days before Nigeria's crucial 2026 World Cup playoff against Gabon, raising fresh concerns about the team's readiness and morale ahead of the high-stakes encounter between the two sides come tomorrow. And last night, the Super Eagles captain William Ekong also denied reports that the Nigerian players are demanding a special bonus ahead of the match. In a statement that was being put on his official X account yesterday, Ekong said the team has not made any new financial requests and urged fans to ignore misleading stories, explaining that the players only want the payment of outstanding bonuses and allowances that have been owed to them and former Super Eagles players since the year 2019. Report is indicating that the players are seeking a fair settlement of their long overdue entitlement, not an increase in match bonuses. Yesterday, all 24 invited players, including Maduko Okoye, Victor Osimhen, and also Azan Yusuf, were in camp in preparation for the game. Hopefully, they get to turn up and train later today. Don't forget that even head coach Eric Zekuchele, who celebrated his birthday yesterday as well, is also being owed 2 months' salary. The coach has not made his own public, but it is what the words that is on the streets are sat at the time of filing this particular report coming through from the camp of the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Well, a lot of Nigerians are warning the boys not to allow complacency to set in ahead of that must-win clash against the Gabonese guys, because definitely a win is all that is being needed for the Super Eagles to go through into the next round of matches, and that will also make sure that we're settled in ahead of the intercontinental playoffs that will be happening come next year March. Away from that, right now, straight to Europe, I will start with us commentary from the world of tennis, where Carlos Alcaraz came through a thriller against Taylor Fritz to move within one win of the year and world #1 ranking, and Lorenzo Musetti captivated the crowd at the ATP finals right there in Turin. Spanish top seed Carlos Alcaraz battled back to overcome American Taylor Fritz 6-7, 7-5, 6-3 in a high-quality 2-hour and 48-minute contest. But despite achieving back-to-back victories, Alcaraz must wait to confirm his place in the knockout stages after Musetti's cheering victory against Alex de Minaur, backed by passionate and support from the home fans. 9-seed Musetti produced a remarkable comeback from 5-3 down in the deciding set to prevail 7-5, 3-6, 7-5. Alcaraz will now seal the world #1 ranking and a place in the semi-finals with victory over Musetti tomorrow. His rival Yannick Sinner must also defend his title and hope Alcaraz loses the group match and does not reach the final to claim the top ranking. When he was being quizzed on whether achieving the year-end #1 ranking played on his mind during his match, Alcaraz, who is currently 22 years, said it's really difficult not to think about the #1 sport, because at the beginning of the match, I thought a little bit about it. Musetti's match against de Minaur was paused for about 8 minutes because of the medical emergency in the stands. 2 spectators were said to have died from cardiac arrest at the tournament that was played on Monday. And away from that story right now, still taking more talks coming through from the world of tennis on the show this morning. It's been said that Superman Djokovic had a slap from reality in the last couple of years. More thoughts from the ATP this morning. Novak Djokovic says he believes he can win an outright record 25th Grand Slam singles title despite being given a slap from reality in the last couple of years. The Serbian, whose great equaled Margaret Court's record of 24 major singles titles with his 2023 US Open triumph, but the emergence of Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner has prevented him from going one further. That standalone 25th Grand Slam title. Djokovic, and currently has to battle between the young stars Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner, the world's top 2 players who have split the past 8 Grand Slams titles between themselves. Djokovic met Sinner and Alcaraz in the semifinals at 3 of the 4 majors this year, but injury and fatigue hampered the 38-year-old on each of the occasions. Earlier this month, Djokovic also pulled out of the Paris Masters without giving an explicit reason, although he was hampered by injury in a semifinal loss to qualifier Valentin Vecharot at the earlier Shanghai Masters, with Vecharot going on to finally win that particular title right there in Shanghai. And away from tennis talks on the show this morning, still bringing you more talks on the show today. Sports in Jiffy on Impact Radio 102.1 FM. Here's a short reminder that I can keep track of this update and more by following us across all social media platforms. We are currently live on our YouTube channel at Impact 102.1 FM. Can also be a part of the show on our Facebook fan page at Impact Radio 102.1 FM. Bringing thoughts coming through from the world of basketball on the show this morning. It's been said that the Mavericks have now fired general manager Nico Harrison amidst the fans' angst. Dallas Mavericks general manager Nico Harrison has been fired. It was been announced yesterday. A decision was made after Tuesday morning's meeting between Harrison and team governor Patrick Dumont. The decision reflects the continued commitment to building a championship caliber organization, one that they say will deliver for players, the partners, and most importantly, the fans. Assistant managers Michael Finley and Matt Riccardi have been promoted to lead the Mavericks basketball operations department on an interim basis. Harrison, who has been under fire from Maverick fans since he stunningly traded Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers on February 2 months removed from the then 25 years old five-time first-time All-Star NBA selection, leading the franchise to an NBA final appearance. The trade in which Dallas received Anthony Davis, Mark Christian 2029 first-round pick in return, prompted fans' protests outside the American Stadium right there. And the fans since then have been saying that fire Nico, that is the chance that have been frequently aired ever since the team home games, including Monday night's loss to Milwaukee Bucks in the new NBA season. Right there. Dumont, the only mistake he made was that he traded the fans' favorite Luka Doncic. And away from that, after the 76ers beat the Boston Celtics 102-100 at the Xfinity Mobile Arena earlier this morning, Philadelphia announced that Joel Embiid is day-to-day with right knee soreness, and Paul George recovery from off-season knee surgery will be updated later this week. The update came after both players met with doctors earlier yesterday, with Embiid getting imaging done on his right knee after saying he had soreness in it, and George having a scheduled checkup in his recovery from surgery that occurred in July. And after the game from this morning, the team announced that George is continuing to strengthen his left quadricep in the wake of surgery, and that he's in the final stage of a return to be back on the pitch of play. Away from that story right there, we'll go straight into the world of football on the show this morning. Don't forget that later today, we'll be seeing matches in the Women's Champions League, and of course, some big matchups to look forward to, with Manchester United women be up against Paris Saint-Germain in an historic match at the Old Trafford. It's been said that it's the first time the women's side has played an European game at Old Trafford, at the club built on legend of the Busby Babes, the 1960 European Cup winners and the Championship triumph under Sir Alex Ferguson. A signal milestone it is for the Manchester United women's side, saying that it's a further step for Mark Skinner's side, who until Saturday surprise Women's Super League defeat Aston Villa have been enjoying an excellent season right there. And the other news coming through this morning. It's been said that a week is long time in football, and now it's about 99 days of them. Sam Kerr knows that all too well, because right now she's having a 692-day wait to start a match for Chelsea from yesterday, after scoring a size 3-1 Champions League victory over BK Akin on 20 December 2023. Kerr's career was rocked by injury, an anterior cruciate ligament injury sustained during a warm-up weather training camp in January 2024, followed by several setbacks kept her out of competitive action until September this year. And after scoring twice as sub-season in 9 appearances this season, Kerr made most of her first half with 2 superbly taking goals in Chelsea's 6-0 championship thrashing of the Australian side St. Porty from yesterday. Other matches will be going down in the world of football later today. with Barcelona women up against OH Leuven. Bayern Munich should be up against Arsenal women. Atletico Madrid up against Juventus. Manchester United up against Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain, although are parading two Nigerian players, and it makes a lot of Nigerian football fans be on divided sides with that particular one. Don't forget that there's Rasheedat Ajibade and also Jennifer Shejini right there. Benfica women will be up against 20 women later tonight. International friendlies will be seeing Tunisia up against Mauritania, while Football Union of Russia will be up against Peru, and a host of other friendly matches that will be going down later today. Tomorrow is when we'll be seeing most of other UEFA World Cup qualifiers in Europe, and also the match that will be concerning Nigeria, that's talking about the CAF World Cup qualifiers, the playoff semi-finals later tomorrow. Matches will also be played in the Nigerian Premier League tomorrow. That's definitely going to be the big game between Remo Stars and also Enugu Rangers. Sports in Jiffy right here on Empire Radio 102.1 FM, and that's how much we're taking on the show for this morning. Many thanks to everyone who's been a part of the show. Back later this evening, 6 p.m. down to 7 p.m. on the Sports Up Show with 1 hour of banter, 1 hour of reach, 1 hour of views, reviews, and all of the interviews. Ayodeji, Ajiboye signing out this morning. Don't forget to stay sporty, stay active, drink enough water to stay hydrated. Go out there and be the best version of yourself. Don't forget to be kind, because kindness is cool. I'll see you when I say once again, I love you with the love of God. Have a blessed and highly favored Wednesday.
From the greens of golf to the court of tennis.